What's happening, team? How's it going? So here's something massive that is screwing up your progress, and that is letting perfection get in the way of good. Okay, so I can't tell you how many people I've worked with, and in the early stages of coaching, you know, things will be going well, things will be going very, very smoothly, and then they will run in to one setback and it's like the worst thing in the world has happened. It's like, oh my god, I've gone out and got in the piss and now I've missed 2 sessions, and they feel like just throwing in the towel completely. And you might recognize yourself with this as well. You might have done this yourself, and honestly, this is going to happen. This is going to happen to everyone, and it happens to the guys that come in to my program until we program that mindset out of them, okay? Because it is killing your progress. Whatever your goal, you will run into setbacks. It's not a matter of if you do or not, it's a matter of when. It's gonna fucking happen. Like, I can't tell you how many setbacks I've had when it comes to getting after my health and fitness goals, whether that be injury, illness, you know, going out and getting on it, all of these things. But I don't see them as setbacks. I see them as part of the journey, because we're human. These things are going to happen, and we're going to get involved in these behaviours, and it's all about the perspective that you have around the events or the behaviours that take place. You know, someone with a pretty poor mindset will see it as the end of the world and look at it as an excuse to throw in the towel and go back to old behaviours and habits. This will happen. This will happen very, very often with people who haven't programmed this negative and unhelpful way of thinking out of their mind. But really, what you have to do is you just have to roll with it. You have to learn how to be extremely adaptable. You get injured, you learn what you can do in the gym. You know, for example, say if you've torn your MCL in your knee, what can you do? You can still train your upper body. You can start working on rehab exercises so that you can get back on your feet and get back into training faster. You know, let's say you get ill, a few days off. Okay, that's fine, you're going to lose a little bit of progress, but you know, use that opportunity to just rehydrate, rest, and then come back and just get on with it. Okay, you can't let it, you know, be something that holds you back from continuing towards your goals. Let's say you have a big bender of a night out or a weekend where you just go completely off the rails. This is probably the main one that gets people, because they get in such a low frequency state, you know, from like a biological standpoint. Their hormones are all over the place. They're lacking in sleep. Their body's trying to recover from the toxicity of the alcohol or drugs or whatever you've put in it. So you're in such a terrible state, and you find it like almost impossible to even imagine being back in a good mindset and back to your winning ways. But honestly, you just have to give yourself a few days, feel better, and then get back to it. And while going through all of these setbacks, you have to know that the setback is part of the journey. Okay, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen again. We're all human. We can't get around it. Nobody is perfect. Perfectionism is genuinely, it's going to be the thing that kills your chances of progress. So don't think about being perfect. Just think about being consistently good. And when you do run into setbacks, just reset, understand it's part of the journey, and get back on track.